All right, we just got our new replacement LG fridge. We're gonna go a little bit over some details, what you need to be aware of before you actually start using it. So let's go ahead and go into a little details and talk a little bit more about the fridge. This is our new replacement for our old Samsung refrigerator we used to have. Unfortunately, that Samsung kept running into issues constantly, even though it had a 10-year warranty. The reason they give you a 10-year warranty is because you're going to use it 10 or 12 times. That's why. So let's go ahead and go into some details on this LG. All right, now one of the things I like about the fridge, there's 3 settings, all right? Larger, ice, and this is water, and this is smaller ice. Now, in order to touch it, you can't touch it. It has to be the center one. So we're going to do ice, large ice first, all right? And all you got to do is push it to the back. And that's large ice, all right? They're not that large, but I'm gonna show you something else, all right? Now we're gonna go to the smaller ice, all right? And then push it back. It's a little bit longer. And now this one did crush ice, if you guys can see that. Now, I'm going to show you something that it has that I cannot show you here because it does have a selective inside. I'm going to show you what else it can do. See this customized, beautiful ice balls? It actually makes them from here, all right? So it drops them in there and it puts them in this little basket here, which is great. Now, when you're going to, first time you set it up, you have to make sure you have a water attachment in the back. Another thing is you got to actually drain out the water, or about 3 gallons of it, before you start actually accumulating good filter water, right? Drip tray, there is no drip tray. They eliminated all the drip trays from pretty much every refrigerator right now, as you can see. This is a French door. That means it opens up forward, opens up correctly. Now, I'm going to show you guys. The last one I had used to stick out this much, right? That much, all right? A lot more. This one, they have a new way opening doors on the top. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Look how slim it is. I could even go even deeper if I want. But look at this. It does not hit anything, if you guys can see that. So you could have this flush. And the good thing about this is that you could open either door. It doesn't have to be both of them at the same time open. You do one at a time. But if you want to do 2, you can do easily 2. All right, there you go, 2. Now, space-wise, there's more space on this side than this side. It's this side's more occupied with the ice machine. Same like the Samsung I used to have. Has less space, little space for maybe yogurts, cheeses, and some candies or cookies, whatever you want to put in here. Ice dispensers in here. We're gonna go more in details as soon as we create some ice. Right now, you do have this deli here in the bottom for your ham, you know, pretty much cheeses and everything. Vegetables, conversion, or meats you want. This tray, the only thing I don't see is that you cannot put the tray in or out. You're going to have to change the levels manually here. If you have milks, I would recommend you probably put the larger milk on this side. If it's a gallon milk that you have, this is a perfect size for gallon milk. Other larger juices and so forth. This is going to be good for that. And if you guys can hear that, that's the actual noise telling me that the door's open right now. Space-wise, you get little space in here with the deli. A lot of space with the vegetables and the meats if you want. And then you got tiers. 1 tier, 2 tier, and 3. Air freshener. You can open that up if you want and replace it down the line. Water filter is in here. It's a push down and a twist. That's pretty much it, all right? It does have smart Wi-Fi. That means you could go and log in to see there's no cameras in here, but it tells you the temperature, maintenance, and so forth. Well, before you guys check this out, so it does have an application. You get to change things in here through here. So on this system, you could actually force it to do faster ice making. You could monitor the temperatures, you could change the freezing temperatures, you could modify certain things. So just take a look at the app if you ever need to do it from anywhere pretty much, right? So that's one thing you can do with the app. And of course, right now we have it at 37. It's gonna be 37 and it's gonna go up to 0 in Fahrenheit. on the bottom on the ice tray, and we do have the ice door open right now, and the ice is going to start creating out. Let's close this out. Now top wise, there's a lot of space in here. It's a lot slimmer than the last one I had. Same measurements, so we were able to fit it perfectly as it is. Now stainless, but you do these fingerprints, all right? So just be aware. When these guys brought it in today, the doors, the actual handles were not attached to it, but very simple. They give you a tool, an Allen wrench to attach it together, and extra parts in case you lose them, in case you want to move them. The only top two doors here are the ones with the handle. Those are the only two. The bottom one has a slip-on right here where you got to open it up. You guys can see that. Now, this whole thing is two-layer tray, right? You got the top tray, and then you got the bottom deep tray in here. And then this part right here, which I like, it could be for your extra ice or dispensing ice. It's going to dispense ice in here. Extra ice is just going to pop up in here if you want it. Save it for later, or a cocktail party or so forth. And it's included with the silicone mat in there. And of course, you don't have to close one at a time. You can just close both of them at the same time. Now, one of the problems I had before in the last one is that we needed to clean this stuff. And to clean this is a rail system. You can remove it, if you guys can see that. You can remove it. All right, so right now, I don't know why I unlocked, there it is. So you can remove it, so it can be much easier to open and close. Now, as soon as you open it up, yes, I didn't talk about it, but there's an LED light underneath here, pretty much right here is the LED light. Right under the door, it's built with the door, right? That's gonna light up this part right here. Of course, this tray could go back if you want a little bit. You got access to the bottom tray, so forth. Now, we're gonna wait maybe 40 hours before I talk about the ice machine and go into the details. When you get it open, of course, everything's magnetic. We already customized it. And pretty much our fridge. Now, I'm going to let you know something about this fridge, right? This fridge is a lot smaller than our Samsung that we used to have. Our Samsung was a little bit more deeper. Of course, this was actually more to the front. It has less space, but I like that it has all these cabinets in here. Put our deli stuff in here. Our cheeses in here, our vegetables in here. Cheeses are supposed to go in here. Put our cheeses and some vegetables here too. Milk, products, juices. Now, adjusting this to a larger, it's very difficult. The whole trays need to be taken off in order to make adjustments, right? We had to readjust this because the milk didn't fit. On the other one, there was a cutoff that you were able to swing it back and milk was sticking out. And then, of course, we got our top and our fresh. And then you get this beeping sound. You have it open. Now, this is kind of useless. You can only fit little small stuff in here. But I wish it was a lot larger on this part. And this is the largest one they have. You can also fit some milk cartons and stuff like that in here. But very simple. I'm going to close it now. You could close either door at the same time. It doesn't have to be one door at a time. It could be any door. So, overall, it's a good fridge so far. So,